What is happening, budget builders, and welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we rescued this little 1969 Volvo 145S wagon and got it fired up after sitting for over 10 years. But in today's video, we're gonna clean this thing up, give it a full detail inside and out, and get it ready to hit the road. First thing we want to do before we start detailing this car is I showed you in the last video that new old stock bumper. I guess it's new old stock. It's old and it looks newish. Let's get it pulled out of this car. One of us, probably him, is going to have to climb in the back here to get to the inner bolts to take that bumper off. Look like an eBay special or something.
Probably.
It's nice though.
It's nice.
What's a shame is it's not as nice as what's on the car. He's getting excited. What is it?
It's tail light.
No, are you kidding me? No. Holy flippin' Cracker Jacks. It's new old stock. Oh my goodness. We found like one set of used tail lights and they were like 200 bucks. And here's new old stock. I don't know if y'all are as excited about that as we are, but that makes this car with a one busted tail light stinks. But to have brand new old stock crack-free taillights, wow. Oh, look how clean that floorboard is under there. Let's see if it's got the original or the oh, it's right under my butt. Oh, it's the original spare. This is what tires this car needs on it. How cool. Suburbanite. Okay, I can't find the bolts. It's really hot. We're gonna try to persuade this just a little bit. 2 heavy swings with just a 3-pounder. Nice aluminum bump. Oh, you let the shocks work. Check it out, nice and solid. You can see those couple little rust spots there that we'll probably need to take care of. Just a couple bubbles here. That's it for rust on this car. It's so solid. This thing moves so easy. We're just gonna straighten it up a bit and I think call it good. More. Check it out. And I do like that because it is a lot nicer bumper. As you saw in the last video, this car had been sitting under trees. It was nasty and disgusting. The gentleman that we actually got it from had blasted it off on the way home at a little car wash, but it is still gross. Look how nasty this paint is. Door jambs are disgusting, pretty moldy, and we need to get it all dialed in and prettied up. Not only that, but I want to get this car up on 4 jack stands. Let's pull all 4 wheels off. Let's detail each of the wheel wells, everything inside, and we will also take care of this engine bay. I do want to give a quick shout out to everyone really quick that told me to go to VP Auto Parts for the bushings and stuff we were missing. You can see I've already got our little bushing installed in the shifter. We have keys in this car. Dad and I actually pulled out the ignition and the lock and made our own keys. So with this detail, the people at Glove Box sent us out a box to test out. Monthly service, it's $100 worth of detailing gear for only $35. And they did send me a code, Budget Build, which I'll put down in the description for you to also get 20% off your first box. Got a wash rag with sticker, some sponges. It's a little fur picker-upper thing. This will be nice as we move into carpet. Tire and trim care, Adams polishes, interior cleaning gel, and leather cream. Cool deal. Shout out to them. This will really help us on our details. Okay, with that back bumper straightened out and the rear lid popping up, let's start detailing, washing, get some of this grime up. First thing, I want to work on this engine bay because it's going to sling stuff around on the car that we will wash once we wash the car. Let's go ahead and start with degreasing it, get all this oil and grime out of here. I've got this brush. It's a very soft bristle brush that will help us get some of the surfaces clean, and then we'll move on a little further as far as really dolling this gal up. Now the last little body wipe down I'll do here, you see our joints where we couldn't quite get to everything. I will actually use a magic eraser and check this out. We're gonna take it from this to this. I did leave, it's got some surface rust here, but nothing rusted through, but it is honest. Even though this interior is very neat, very original, and actually surprisingly good shape, it's pretty dirty. So let's start cleaning it up. What's really neat with these seats is they actually just button on. That actually comes out of there. You can see just how dirty it is. Up under here you can see foam. And that's because the inside of the seat here used leather and it is completely worn out. With everything pulled out, we can go ahead and start cleaning up. I do want to start from the back here and work our way up, starting with our joints. Tremendously different with that joint cleaned up there. It's all in the little details. Now we've got to take a quick break on that interior because we have to move to something on this outside really quick, and that's those tires right there. Now the treads look awesome, but they are incredibly dry rotted. They're actually still a 165 R15, which they stopped using that tire size scale in the early to mid 70s. So this is either the original set of tires or very close to it. And they're really old and not safe. It may not seem like much, but wow, what a difference that makes. There we go. Huge shout out to Jason and his guys down there for helping us out with these tires, getting us the exact factory size, same day, and gave us an awesome deal. They're gonna look real good on this car. Moving back into our trunk area. We've got our all-purpose interior cleaning gel from Adams. It is sealed, but you can see that little bit of mildew in the grains that we need to work out. Well, It's the next morning. It is really nice and dry in here and looking so good. But laying in bed last night, thinking to myself, there's no way I can leave that tiny little bit of rust in this beautiful old car. Knowing I have the ability to do it and we can do it right, let's just get it done. And the first side we're gonna go ahead and jump on here is the driver side, which is by far the worst. What's nice is I went on to VP Auto Parts as well, and check this out. I did notice these have a little rod in them, clearly very common because there those are. $35 I think a piece for these. Should be pretty nice because you just cut out the outer edge, weld it in, and then you have that whole new panel there, which this is your, I say these, this is your rear shock mount, which we'll have to get this wheel up, is right back in there. We have the new tub here, and then we have this piece right here. What do you think, Val? Does it look good?
It looks amazing. I like that black paint.
Thanks, baby. Beautiful. Beautiful! Just a little tiny speckle, a couple little speckles of trash, but look at that. So you'll notice here we actually took the tape and kind of laid it out like this, and what that allows to do is not get quite a full coat there, so it kind of mist and fan out, and so we don't have quite a very sharp tape mark. So when we go through and sand it, that and try to buff it back together, that'll come out okay. Now the biggest thing is we actually went through, and this is the 4th shade that we have tried on this car, and none of them have matched. The problem with this car is it's really great shape. It's low mileage. It's a really nice car. But I think especially being in that area, probably from salt or something, maybe, I don't know, just being near the coast, because it was kind of near that coast in Maryland. You know how stuff gets kind of sandblasted over time. It's had a couple little, it's had 2-3 little random paint jobs here and there. So we did the other quarter and tried doing this, and that quarter is actually a lighter color than this, and then the door next to it's a darker color than this. So the car could probably use a full restoration. I don't know, it's almost too nice to fully restore this car, if that makes sense. If that makes sense in any way, shape, or form. Kind of like the little Mustang, just keeping it going, and I don't know, I think this car deserves it. It's lasted this long like this. And what do you think? I don't think it could, down the road, maybe full restoration, but it's such a survivor at this point. We'll just kind of blend it in. You want it. With the rust repair taken care of, we can move back into this interior. Before we start on the outside, let's go ahead and wipe everything down. I hate to leave this mildew in the inside of the car here, because that's going to leave a little bit of musk in the car, and we want it to smell as fresh as we possibly can, and part of that's going to be wiping down all of its surface, even underneath the panels. Now, I'm honestly really happy with the outcome on here. It's not perfect by any means, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to be sure all of the rust was taken care of. This is never going to come back, and these repairs are probably honestly going to outlive the car itself. Out of our glove box kit, this is that trim and tire care, and wow, does that look really slick. Now what we'll do is move on to all the vinyl pieces, which I'm going to use this X14 to get all the mildew off there. You want to be quick with this, don't let it soak too long. It does have bleach in it. And then we'll take care of it with this leather cream, which is also good for different interior leathers, plastics, and vinyl. All in the details. We can clean his old Marlboros out of here. So there's the old, worn out, hard as a rock leather. That's why they had that foam in there. And there we go, new strapping. So this is some Hobby Lobby special strapping that the wife stitched together. And I think that'll do pretty good. Let's get that seat top put back on there. Well, it looks a lot better, but it works. Well, it's about too cold to run the pressure washer, so we're gonna go ahead and wash it by hand.
In the camera.
It's already been blasted off by the gentleman that picked the car up.
I'm in the camera. I'm in it.
Yeah.
Do you see me, Papa?
Say hey. No.
Hi.
Goofball. Now it's a little too cold to run the pressure washer. It's like 30 degrees right now. So what we're gonna go, I guess it's probably not too cold, but I don't know. I'm not interested in pulling it out. We've got these fancy little spongy things that we got in our glove box kit. One for me, one for that guy over there. Let's scrub this thing down, see how clean we can get it so we can start buffing on it. I like how you little spongy thing. And as you can see here, I could not stand those black plastic windshield wipers. And so we put some old school ones with some new refills in there. Gives it the better look. Step here, moving on with this car, before we can start polishing it or buffing it, how rough that paint is, how much grit and garbage is actually in the top side of this paint. And the way we're gonna take care of that here is with this clay bar. It's not a perfect car, we're just trying to make it as nice as possible. Nice and smooth, no abrasion. And that'll give us a nice surface to work off of. Now we can move on to the compounding, polishing, buffing process. You can see how dry and hazy. This is where it's still a little damp from wiping it down, but you can see how hazy and dry it is. A lot of garbage in the paint. You can see that. Bunch of trash. Let's see if we can get the trash out of there. Let's see if we can get this paint brought back to life. I'm gonna start here on this front fender with this green pad. It's kind of a heavy duty compounding pad. And we'll be using the extreme grade optical grade extreme compound. Yep. Ooh, dabby, dabby. And we're gonna do little sections here at a time. I'm gonna start with one, get it worked in. Then I'll kick it up to about a 3. from here to there. Not perfect paint, but the bottoms below that trim line are coming out really nice. Once you get up to here, you can see all the trash that's still in the paint. I was hoping it would cut it out, but it's just not quite. So what I found gets this garbage out. You can see even after we compounded, still a ton of garbage. But if you move back here, check that out. So what I actually did was took the DA here with the foam interface and a 3000 grit sandpaper, so we know we're not putting any kind of crazy scuff marks we have to dig out. Low speed on that air DA, water, wet sanding. Just take it easy, and it kind of just pulls this garbage and trash out. And then I cut it. We have nice, pretty, smooth paint like we want. Don't burn through, you know, sun. Once we finished using the compound on the green pad, we moved on to cutting polish on the white pad and finished it off with optical grade final polish with the black pad and topped it all off at the end with some wax, of course, to give us that nice finish. Now we cannot forget to install these absolutely beautiful new old stock taillights that happen to be with the car. I mean, who would have guessed that? It's just crazy. First you're in, what do you think, honey?
I think I don't want to be in your video.
What do you think of the car?
It smells better than my van.
What do you guys think?
It smells better than Mommy. It smells better than Mommy's van.
The only reason my van stinks is because of you.
No. Yeah. He's the silly the problem. Yes, he's blood out.
Now go get Daddy copyrighted. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, don't sing that, guys. What do you guys think?
Sit back, baby.
Roll windows down.
You can roll the window down.
How do we?
Try. You gotta use that little hand crank. See right there? Down there? Down there? Come on, you can do it. Right here. Nope, right there.
Here? Down there.
It's a crank. You see it? You twist it.
Ooh. I love this ride.
how was school today?
Good! Good. Yay, window open. Yay! Oh, we can actually go crisscross applesauce. Look, crisscross apple bot.
Come on out, guys.
It's pretty good.
What'd you guys think?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Now I can get out.
Yeah.
Go get your shoes from Daddy.
Daddy, I can get out.
Here you go. Yeah, I took the shoes off. Here you go.
Well, they were jumping in puddles, so I don't really blame you.
So you guys like this car?
Yeah.
All right, now my question is though, if we have to keep one of these and get rid of one, which car are we gonna keep? Which one do you like?
This one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Better than the Mustang?
I don't know.
That one.
I guess we're gonna keep both. 'Cause I don't think we're gonna get rid of the Mustang.
No, we're not getting rid of the Mustang.
She wants to keep the Mustang. And man, this lighting is terrible. So it sounds like, I don't know, we may be getting rid of this one because we can't keep everything. At some point in time, we will be getting rid of the Mustang, but I don't know. The kids really like the Volvo. Three seats in the, we can put their car seats all the way across in the back, and oh man. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. For our first video of the year, we finish up one of our projects. We've got two here that are finished, both running, driving, fun, daily drivable cars, really enjoyable cars. Neither of them by any means are perfect. This one by far is not, but it's incredibly honest, incredibly neat, and such a survivor. And that's what I love. I love going through and restoring cars, especially when they need it, like our Porsche 911. But if they're survivors like this, we're gonna keep them on the road, get him back on the road, keep them on the road, and keep them as close to original as we possibly can. I'm really pleased with the rust repair we did on this car, the detail, how it came out, and pleased with the car itself. I really hope you all are too. Clearly the kids really like this car. They really like that one too. So it's kind of a toss up. Quite honestly, we have some really fun projects coming up. So both of these in the near future, we'll end up probably going to new homes because we can't keep them all. As a father with 3 children, I'd love to save everything for myself that we save, but I can't. And so some of them will go to new homes. But I really hope you enjoyed that episode. We had such an awesome year last year, and I can't thank you all enough for that incredible year. We have a really fun year coming up, starting out with finish some of these projects, finishing some of these builds, getting them back on the road so we can start some new rescues, some new revivals, and new rebuilds. Thank you all so much, as always, for the incredible love and support that we've had. Thank you for joining along with us on this awesome journey, bringing these cars back to life. If you haven't already and you're enjoying what we're doing, be sure to hit the subscribe button, notification bell. But that is going to wrap it up for this episode. Peace out, and catch you all on the flip side.